You want to learn how to use Audaces 3D? Did you hear about Audaces 3D? It's our new software and it's connected with Audaces pattern. So your pattern maker or even your technical fashion designer, she can export this pattern and send it to Audaces 3D. It's a software that is very easy to use and you can create your 3D design. So if you are interested in Audaces 3D, I invite you to watch this new tutorial. Something that you need to understand is that Audaces 3D is connected with Audaces pattern. Audaces pattern is a software that we will develop and make our patterns. So once that you are here, you can choose to open Audaces patterns, and once that you finish to make your pattern, you can click here in Open 3D. Once that you open 3D, you will see like two windows. The left window you will find the avatar, and in the right window you will find our pattern that we imported. Something that I love about Audaces 3D is that it's a software very clean and very easy to understand. You don't have like too many buttons, so I think that is a software that is like very easy to learn. How I told you, here in my left window I have my avatar, so with my mouse I can show you like a view of 360 of my avatar, and even like I can check the measurement about this avatar, and I think that this is pretty cool for any fashion designer and pattern maker or even like a technical designer to know which measurement has the avatar. So here the first window that I have here is my window draping. One thing that I love about 3D is that in one file you can have like many files. That means that, for example, today we will develop like this shirt, but this shirt I can have different kind of style or even like different garments, and I can save it everything in the same file. Then I have my window of avatar that here I can choose like a woman, men I can choose, or even I can choose like a child. So that's depend up to you, like which one will be your client. So in this case I will work with a woman, and even here you can show like a human aspect or like a mannequin. Even like you can choose and change the color of your own avatar. In that case I prefer to leave like on white, and I prefer to use like a human style. Even after that you make the garment, you can show or not show up the avatar, is up to you. Like right now I saw like this pretty awesome post on Instagram about that they only show the garments and not the avatar, so that's depends you. So here you can do like some modification. Even here you have the initial pose, so you will choose like which pose you want to start with your avatar. So in my case I prefer to start with the pose A, and then you can choose the end pose. Like after that we put and we place all the pattern around the avatar, you can choose in which pose you want that your avatar finish. So in that case I think that I will start with a pose A, and I will finish with a pose 3, I think so. Let me see. Oh no, I will choose a pose 2. Yeah. After that, here in Audaces 3D they bring like some avatar sizes. You can choose like which size you want to work. Right, in my case I will work with a basic avatar, or maybe I will choose the size L. So it's up to you. Something like very cool about that, here you can choose and see the measurements from this avatar, and even here you can change the measurements of your own avatar. So I think that here is is pretty awesome, because you can check the measurement of your own avatar and you can save this avatar. But if you're interested to learn more about how you can create your own avatars for your own fashion brand or your own company, please leave me a comment below so I can teach you maybe in the next tutorial. So here you can change like some measurements, and even you can dress this avatar. In this case I will choose like, for example, like a shirt, and even I will choose like a capri, and even here you can change the color as well. I think that this will be pretty cool, and even I can choose here the shoes. So you can make the style for this avatar. Let me see, I think that's sneakers. I think that I like this one, and I prefer like a full leggings, so I think that's this is amazing. And even you can choose here like the shirt, like the hair as well. So after I make the style, because I only want to show you how we can sew a shirt, I prefer to dress my avatar because I don't like that it's naked. And yes, so after that we will start to sew my pattern. So okay, something about pretty easy about this Audaces 3D, that is a software like pretty easy to use. So in my case I will delete the pocket or something that maybe I don't have to use, or even I prefer to use only one color and stamp color because then I don't need it. So after that I have this, the first thing that I will do, I will place my back yoke and my back. So here you can see the avatar, so I place my back yoke and my back. I will select it and I will say locate it in the back, and I will press again with the right button and I will say locate it in 3D in my back. So here you can see that right now they place my pattern where I want. So now I will bring my fronts. So I have only one front, so I will go with Ctrl C and D. Or if not, you can press with the right button and say that you want to a mirror piece. And the same thing, I will press with my right button and I will say locate it in the front. So here you can see that here I have my front. Something pretty cool that all the 3D software has it is the gizmo, like you can move your pattern and place it wherever you feel. And after that I will place my placket. So here is my placket and here is my facing, but in this case I think that I will only keep the facing because I want to show you like pretty easy how you can make the things. So I will move a little bit my front and I will put it like here, my placket, and I will do the same with the right button. I will say like, okay, I want like a mirror piece. If I am not wrong, let me see. Yes, I can see only one, so this one I will press it with the right button and I will say locate it in the front. Perfect. So here I have one and here I have two. Okay, so after that I will grab my sleeve, my cuff, my collar and my stand collar, and for now I will select all and I will say with the right button I will say that I want to deactivate it. Why? Because I only want to work right now with my front and back, so they don't have to be like very overworn. If you made already your grading, you can see the grading of this shirt. In this case I have only a extra small, small and medium, so even like you can swap like very easily from the size M to the size S, so you can choose here with which size you want to like choose. So in that case I will choose the size M and I will hide my another sizes if you click here in the button of grading. After that I will select my sewing tool. So when I go to my sewing tool here, you can sew like straight or you can use the multi-sewing. In my case I think that it's more easy to use a multi-sewing, so I will sew it. So I will choose either my free sewing or multi-sewing and I will start to sew like here and I will press enter, and after that I will sew again to the other side. Even here they show you how much is the measurement of your sewing, so they on computer show you like where you need to stop like to sew, right? And even if you have like any mistake, you can choose here, you can do click here in the sewing machine and you can fix your sewing thing. So it's like how I told you, it's like pretty easy like to sew and understand. So I will do the same here with my shoulders. So here I will sew like one shoulder and I will go press with enter and I will sew with the other shoulder and I will do the same here as well. So now I will sew here my center front. Okay. So now here I will sew my center front. Oh, have a mistake. My center front with my plackets. So here you can see that they do like together, and after that here I will sew like my plackets, right, with my back. But something that I have here is like I have like a placket that I need to create in my back, so it's pretty easy to do it. So I will choose this tool that is the curve tool, and I will do a click here, and I will press shift and I will create this line, and I will do the same here and I will press again. So why I draw like this line, because if you select this line, I will select this line, and here you can see in the properties windows I have like a full tool. So now if I want to sew my back, I know that here I need to sew my own placket, so I create like these internal lines because I want that they help me to create this folder. And how you can create this line is like pretty easy. I will select the tool curve and I will create, for example, like here I will select this line and I will say I want to create like a offset inner line, and I will say I want this line minus 5 centimeters, and even here you can create this line. So this line, they will help me because if I select this line, they will show new windows that the name is properties and they say fold, and I will say that I want to see this fold in the 3D. So I will fold it to one side, then I will select this line and I will fold in 3D, and I will fold it again. And then I will say, okay, now I want to fold this line, fold in 3D, and I want to see how it's folded, and I will select this line and I will select again in the fold in 3D, and I will fold it. I know that maybe they can be like too much information, but don't worry, it's like even practice. I think that like folding garments and even like adding like a zipper or buttons, they take like a learning, but I think that the software is pretty easy to use. So right now I will select again the multi-sewing, and I will say, okay, I want to sew like this part of my garment to here, right? And even here you can see your sewing. Like, I mean, you can show the sewing or no, it's up to you, but here you can see that I have a mistake, so I will select here my sewing tool and I will say, okay, no, it's to here, right? I only want to sew this part, and now it will be the same to this side, and I will fold it like here as well, and even here I can see that it's folded correctly. And even now I can sew my another things. So for example, I can sew like this here, and I will do here as well. So here you can see that I sew it pretty good, and then I will sew my another fold. After that I have this, I can go and press play, and you can see how I sew my front right now with my back, and even here how I create my fold in my back. So here you can see it's like pretty easy, like I love 3D. So now to start the sewing, I will here restart because I only want to show you how that works. And now I want to sew my sleeves. So if you remember, we deactivated this pattern, but right now I want to activate again. So here I will move my back and my yoke, and I will say, okay, I want to have this two sleeve and mirror, right? Because it's a symmetric like line, and I will say locate it in the 3D and locate it in the 3D front. And even here that you can see that they show up the patterns. So something about pretty easy and something that I love about Audaces 3D is like you can do right click in the pattern and you can say, okay, I want to quick move. So this is like pretty awesome to this pattern that is very hard to locate it in the own avatar. So in this case I will generate like 2 points in my pattern, and I will say okay, I want it like here. After that, you can see that the pattern is located right now in the avatar, and I will do the same here. I will say quick move. I will create these 2 points that I want to locate here in my pattern, and I will select here where I want this point here to my avatar as well. And after that, another tool that I can show you is like if you take the pattern and you say control, you can like flip and move the pattern. In this case it will be shift, because I want that my pattern like is like around my arm, and I will do the same with the other one, and I will do like shift, and perfect. Even you can create like, you can give like curves to the patterns. Right now this pattern is like pretty easy to do, but for this like complicated, or I will say like advanced complexity patterns, I think that is a tool that is very important to use, like control or shift. In this case they have like a calf, so I will activate it if I am not wrong. I will say so this one I want to do the same. I want to create like a mirror piece, and I will do the same. I will select it, right, and I will say okay, locate it in the 3D front, perfect, and I will do like exactly the same that I did in the sleeve. I will say okay, quick move, and I will make like 2 points, and then I will create 2 points here in my arms, and I will do shift again. I will select my pattern and I will do shift to give like a curve. Perfect, I love how it looks, and I will do the same here as well. I will do like quick move. I will create like 2 points. And perfect, I will select the pattern and I will do like shift. Amazing, perfect. Okay. So after that, right now I will sew again, and I will use my free sewing. So I will start here in my highest point of my armhole, and then I will sew like here in the back, and in my back yoke I will press enter, and then if I am not wrong I will sew like here, and I will press enter as well. Here you can see if they show up the lines. Yeah, I can see it, perfect. So I will do the same in my another armhole, like I will start. Oh no, you know what, I did wrong, oh my gosh, but don't worry, it's pretty easy to change. So this one I did it incorrectly, you can see it. So here you can do like with the right click and you can do reverse. So it's pretty easy like to fix it. So after that I will sew the size of my sleeve as well here. Even here you can see that I sew incorrectly, so you can choose this tool and like I will select here and I will fix my sewing. Perfect, this line, perfect as well. So here I will sew again, like here I will sew now my armhole front. I say my back armhole, sorry. And here you can see that I have a mistake. I didn't show this segment, but don't worry, you can show like you can do click in the sewing tool and you can grab it and fix it. And now I will sew here like my sleeve with my cuff, and I will do the same here, like multi sewing, perfect as well, and amazing. The only thing that here I will fix, and I will show you another thing, is like this cuff you have to fold it so they can be like double, but in that case I only want to see how they look visually. So I will create this line here, and then I will select this line and I will say I want to cut it. Like I will press on scissors and I will delete this part, but you can use the same tool that I show you in the back. Like you can like fold the cuff and sew it together, but for this case I think that for this example is like perfect as well. And after that I need to only like sew the collar and the stand collar. So remember that we deactivate this pattern, so I need to activate it as well. Activate it, and I will place here in my avatar, and I will say that these two pieces, they need to be located in the back. So here I have my collar, and I will do the same with my stand collar again. Or here you can use the tool that I show you, like the quick move, but in that case I think that I will like do it manually. I will show more here, and I will do shift to create this curve, and I will press R because I want like to fix it. And here I will do the same. I will press W and I will make a little more closer, and I will do like shift and control, and I will press R, and I will give like a angle that I think that they can work more when it's like sewing it. So right now I will sew my stand collar with my collar. Perfect. And here I will sew like from my back. So I will start here for my center back. To my front, and you can see here how was like sew it, and I will do the same to the other side. I will start from my center back collar, and then the collar of my front, and after that I will like choose a fabric for my garments. So how to choose like a fabric for your own garments. Here in the window of fabric you have like so many fabric that you can choose. In that case I think that I will go to help and I will go to sample. So Audaces 3D has like a huge library of fabric that you can choose. So if I go here to my access library, like fabric, I will show you here in my window. Like you can go to woven fabric, and here you can choose like so many. Look at this, how many fabric you can choose and make like amazing designs, I think. So I think that this is like a linen. I think that they can work like perfect for my design. So I am download this fabric, and I will minimize, and I will go up, and I will add like a new material because I want to add this new material that I download from my library of Audaces. fabric that I will download, and I will choose like this fabric, like it's a linen. So I will select all my patterns, and I will go here to go up, and I will do double click to choose this linen, and I will go and now play and see how they looks my garment. Look at this, how that looks amazing. So something that you can do here, like once look at the texture, like I love it. Like right now even you can see the texture, but after that you render your own design, they looks even like better. Here is falling, oh my gosh. So here with control, like you can create these garments. So I will space again, and I will bring it here, and I will change. Amazing. So after that you can go again to the fabric, like oh, here even like you can choose a color if you want to change like some of the color, for example. I think that I like the color that I had before. And even here you can choose a physical properties, for example, how it will be the physical properties. So here in this case it can be like a linen, why not, because it's a linen. Even here you can create your own fabric, so but I think that this is information for another tutorial. Even to this design, even I can add like even like buttons, or even like you can add like a trim or embroideries. For example, if you press like here in the buttons, you can choose the buttons, and here you will show the like embroideries that even like you can add. For example, here you have like a few embroideries that they bring like the own Audaces 3D, or even like you can go to the library because you have like so another libraries to choose. And in this case, for example, I will show you how can I locate this embroidery. For example, if I want this embroidery here in my back, so here I can choose and modify my embroidery, like even the size, how I want that look. So let me see. I think that I love it. Perfect. Even here, for example, you can add the buttons, but I think that is for another class, but buttons is the same. You can choose like from our buttons that they bring their own library, even like you can place it like correctly, everything, and you can put like even the distance that you wanted the buttons. Even you can add zippers, you can add your own label, and how I showed you before. You can go to the avatar, and even if you don't like the avatar, you can like you can not show up the avatar, and you can show your own garments how they look. So after that I will reset, and I will show my avatar, and I think that I will change the pose. I think that I will choose a pose 3. So after that I will go to play again. And here you can see how they looks the garments in the 3D. So I will restart again, and I will choose another pose. I will choose pose 1, I think. I will do play, and here they change the pose. So how I told you before, even like you can make this garment better, or even like you can create like your sewing. Like for example, to create the sewing is like pretty easy. For example, if I want to create here like my sewing, like for example, I will select this line. Okay, like I will show you. I will select this line. And I will say with the right click of their inner line, and I will say, okay, I want like an inner line of 0.5. 0.5. like a distance of, for example, 1 centimeter, and I will say stitch and extend, and I will do OK. And after that, I will do double click in my sewing thing that I create, and I will go here to properties, and here they show me like another like seams, like stitching that I can add to my own avatar. For example, that I want like a double stitch, so I will do click in my double stitch, and I will create like a yellow. This is like only to so you can see like even like better. And even here you can see the double stitch. Even you can choose like you can create here like the design of your stitch, right? Or like we can add like even the stitching for your stand collar, or even here for your cuff. Like how did you see? It's like pretty easy to add the sewing. The only thing, for example, I will do here in my cuff, you only need to like select the line. I will do it again. I will say offer inner line, and I will say okay, I want 0.5 stitch extend. I will do okay, and I will go to select this stitching. I will do double, and I will create again this like yellow one, and I will do okay. And if I go here closely, here I can choose like 0.3, for example. I think that it's like pretty cool, and I will do the same here as well. And I will choose a distance because I want that this stitch match with my front. Perfect. Even like I will do again to play, and I will bring with my control this back because it's falling. And I will do again here. Pattern, I can use control to fix these parts that I am not very convinced. Like perfect. So after we finish, like we can render like even this design. I will go to the avatar and I will change the color of my shoes because I don't like it. This will be black. Perfect, amazing. So after I finish like my 3D, right now it's time to render. I will go to the 3D capture and I will go here and I can choose like my solution. I prefer like high solution. Even here you can choose the file format, PNG, or even like you can create like even a video. In that case this will be a PNG, and I want like a transparent background because I didn't told you even like you can choose the full enable the background of your own 3D, and I will choose a 3D 6C, and I want like 6 pictures, I think that they're okay, or maybe I will choose like 12, and I will go to save, and now they will start to process this render. So after that finish the render, I can do click again and I can go here in my folder where I will find like all my renders, and here you can see the final results, how they looks like our amazing 3D. So let me know in the comments below what do you think about this new software of Audaces 3D, or if you want to learn more about this software, leave me a comment below, or even you can contact and start to use Audaces. And I hope that you really enjoyed this tutorial about Audaces 3D, and I see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye!